Yo, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at an anime that I actually helped fund on Kickstarter. It's called Okamoto Kitchen. This was an anime that came up a few years back on Kickstarter. Anytime I see an anime on Kickstarter, I try to support it, so I will usually fund it to at least be able to get a copy of it, either a digital copy or an actual physical copy, which I also did with the Island of Giant Insects or whatever, which is a bad anime, but it's also one that I got off of Kickstarter. But with this, I finally watched. It's one episode because it's the pilot episode. I think they plan on doing more depending on the popularity of this one, but I just finished it and these are my thoughts on it. For it being from Kickstarter, I would say it's really good. For being a Kickstarter anime series pilot, it's done well. The voice acting's a little hit or miss with some of the characters. The animation as well is kind of hit or miss. It seems like they saved a little bit on the animation by not including as many in between drawings, I guess is what you would say. So the people, the characters in the show end up looking a little bit jaggy. So instead of a smooth motion of like a hand raising up to the face, it's kind of jaggedy. So you might see it start at the hand, start at the waist, and then all of a sudden it'll be at the face. No real movement of it, just cuts. So that's kind of like how the animation is. It's not the prettiest, but it's not going to hurt your eyes watching it. It is noticeable though. It's like basically watching frames drop is how I would describe it. So I did notice it pretty much immediately, and once I would get used to it and stop noticing it, a few scenes later I would notice it again. So it is a little distracting. But the story's about Haru, a girl, probably like 16-17-year-old, who is from Japan. She goes to America, Los Angeles to be exact, to try to follow her childhood friend, who she also has a crush on. Once she does get here, she loses her passport, and her childhood friend introduces her to a chef who runs a food truck selling Japanese curry. She ends up getting a job there, and that's what the story's about. It's now about Haru working at this Japanese curry food truck, and then the food truck trying to get sales and compete with other food truck vendors. It reminded me a little bit of Bento, because it has the people fighting over the different bento boxes. That's kind of like what this is. There's a huge chase between all of the different food trucks where they're trying to get to the best position, and it's like Mad Max where they're like trying to kill each other just to get to the best spots. So that was pretty neat to watch the fight between the different food vendors, and then once they actually do get set up, just trying to interact with customers and make their sales while competing with these other food trucks. That's essentially all it is in this this pilot episode. I don't think we'll be seeing any new ones, at least not anytime soon, but it's worth the watch if you at least help fund it. But I think it's actually free on their YouTube website or their YouTube page. I will put a link to their YouTube page in the description, because since it's free to watch, then you should go ahead and watch it. I recommend checking it out. It's not bad, it's just not great. Like I said, the animation is kind of wonky. It looks like it has frame drops here and there. The voice acting as well, some of the characters are great, some of them are a little iffy. I don't think it's available in Japanese. I believe it's only available in English, but they do have a version of English with Japanese subtitles, which you don't see a lot. So what are the characters like? Well, Haru is pretty much a ditzy like airhead type who's constantly trying to do her best, but usually kind of screws up stuff. That's kind of like what her style would be. But she also has this dark side, like where she can snap and go into what is called beast mode, where she basically becomes the Incredible Hulk and it has to be calmed down. The Japanese chef is Shizuru. She's kind of like the uptight, go get 'em type of, we have to beat everybody, destroy everybody, get to work type of, I guess, character, if that makes sense. She's very focused on getting the sales, and she's nice and everything, but she definitely has a mean side if you get on her nerves. Then we have Mickey. He's like the actual American born character who is pretty bland for the most part. He tends to get scared easily or intimidated easily, so he spends most of the anime just breathing into like a bag because he's hyperventilating or something like that. So he's pretty much just, I guess, window dressing if you want to say that. And he's one of the ones that I said the voice acting isn't all that great on. It's not terrible, but it could have been better. And they have a dog. It's like an English bulldog who apparently can talk, but you're left wondering, is he actually talking, or if Haru is just crazy and is hearing voices. I do like that aspect. I just hope that if they do have any more episodes, they dive deeper into that. Would I recommend this to you? Well, there's not a lot in it, really. I mean, it's one episode, is all we have. I think since it's free, yeah, it's worth watching. Go ahead and pick it up, and, well, I guess not pick it up, but go ahead and head to their YouTube channel and watch it. But if you had to pay for it, I'd be like, nah. I mean, I'm not disappointed that I helped fund the Kickstarter. I'm just saying that if you saw this on a shelf for like $25, I wouldn't recommend buying it. Maybe $15, but since it's available for free, then yeah, you should definitely watch it at least once. I don't think you'll want to do it more than once, but yeah, it's worth checking out. I don't think it's available to buy anymore. I think you could only buy a copy through Kickstarter. And so I think now the only way to do it is by going to their YouTube channel, which I will leave a link to that in the descriptions. So that's pretty much it for today. I wish I had more for you, but it's pretty much just one episode that's out right now. Hopefully, or maybe they'll come out with more episodes, because if they do, then they'll probably put more money into the animation and voice acting, etc. So I would look forward to them actually making additional episodes. But if they end up not doing it, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It's not worth it. So what are your thoughts? Do you think you'll go and watch this show, or will you just pass it by? Let me know in the comments. Also, what should we review next? I appreciate y'all stop by, hit the like, and subscribe to the channel if it's not too much for you. And I really appreciate it.